What is problem?
Well, someone keeps stealing my Crystal Pepsi, so I installed one of those cameras to see who it is.
Oh man, I can't wait to catch this guy red-handed.
I know. Let's check the security footage.
What? That man is so far away. It's so tiny. There's no way to tell if he's... Lies! It is CGI or something. It's not like you hear my voice or anything.
Hello? Can I have a cheese starter?
What? Okay, you got me. But I swear, I did not steal the Crystal Pepis.
Maybe it was a ghost.
Oh, come on! We've been over this before. There's no such thing as ghosts.
Hey, believe what you want, but there are a ton of stories about ghosts. Some even about famous people and places.
Like where?
Well, how about the White House?
The big white building that was blown up in Independence Day?
No.
Yep, it's the current home of the President of the United States. And some believe that it's actually haunted.
A creepy mansion that's over 230 years old. Who'd think there'd be a ghost in there?
Me. I would think that.
Yeah.
But anyway, what kind of ghosts are we talking about here? I can't imagine good old George Washing Machine giving people the spooky dukes with that old lady hair he's got on.
While George Washing Machine didn't haunt the White House, you might know some of the other guys and girls who did.
Let's start with a lesser known one. Mary Todd Lincoln, the wife of Abraham Lincoln, was fascinated with the supernatural, and it is said that she held seances to speak to spirits in the White House. She would often attempt to speak to her son, Willie, and although she did claim to speak to his ghost, she was also visited by someone else. Mary Todd reported encounters with the 7th president, Andrew Jackson. She reported hearing him swearing and stomping his feet. Later, Harry Truman, the 33rd president, told his wife that he would constantly hear footsteps when no one was around and felt as though it was the ghost of Jackson too. Truman even spoke of a time when he would hear banging on his door, check to see who was there, looking up and down the halls and bedrooms, only to find no one. It is said that the ghost of Jackson was also seen lying in his old bed in the Rose Room of the White House, sleeping or laughing. Another haunted area of the White House was the former attic. Attics can be a little creepy, so the former attic of the White House is no different. William Henry Harrison is the first president to have died while in office after only serving as the president for 31 days. But even though he was gone, he still lingered in the White House for years. People working for the Truman administration told stories of hearing things constantly moving in the attic and even hearing voices up there. Many assumed this to be the ghost of Harrison. Apparently, many believe William Henry Harrison left something in the attic, and he's still walking around up there and looking for it to this day.
So there's a ghost in the attic. Big deal. Just do what I do whenever I see a spider.
What's that?
Burn the house down and file an insurance claim. I'm kidding. Just put a bookshelf in front of it and never go in the attic again. Problem solved.
Andy, this is the White House. It's one of the most famous buildings in the world. They're not just gonna put a bookshelf in front of everything.
Wait, there are more ghosts?
Yep, we're just getting started.
John Adams, the second president of the United States, moved to the White House from the former U.S. Capitol in Philadelphia. At the time, Washington, D.C. was still just a small town, built mostly on wet and swampy land. Now, because the East Room of the White House was the warmest and driest place, Abigail Adams, the president's wife, used to hang her clothes to dry there. Her ghost, wearing clothes she was often seen in, has reportedly been seen heading towards this East Room, walking through walls and doors with her arms outstretched as if she was carrying laundry. Some even reported the smell of damp clothes and soap in this room, despite nothing being there. But there's still some lesser-known ghosts here too. In 1883, the description of a ghost of an old skinny man haunting the second-floor bedrooms came from a White House staff member. who described the spirit as an aged and bent man with a long, glowing white beard and hair. His walk never made a noise, but he was said to stand tall and proper. It was said that this ghost would disturb President Ulysses S. Grant at night, but sightings of this man were always accompanied by a strange electrical sensation which could be felt in the air. There are also many sightings of a young teenage boy in the White House. No one knows who this boy is, but there are many reports of him being seen and his hands being felt on your shoulders as if he was pressing down and looking over you. Employees of the White House always referred to this ghost as the Thing.
Things are starting to get a little creepy. Aren't there any happy ghosts?
Well, there is one, and we actually just made a video about this guy.
The Loch Ness Monster?
No, Andy, this video's about ghosts in the White House.
Oh, Abe Lincoln.
Yep, and he's probably the ghost that has been seen the most there.
Abraham Lincoln may be the ghost that most people have seen in the White House. Grace Coolidge, the wife of President Calvin Coolidge, was the first person to say that she had actually seen Lincoln's ghost. According to her, she saw a ghostly Lincoln standing, looking out a window in the Oval Office at the former Civil War battlefields beyond. And during a visit to the White House, Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands reported hearing a knock on her bedroom door in the middle of the night. When she answered it, she said she saw Lincoln's ghost wearing his top hat. She fainted, only to wake up later and find no one there. And British Prime Minister Winston Churchill, who visited the White House many times during World War II, said that during one of his visits, he returned from his evening bath smoking a cigar, only to find a ghostly Lincoln sitting by the fireplace in his room. Churchill said that he made a joke. Lincoln smiled and then vanished. There's even a photo of Mary Todd Lincoln, who, as I said earlier, held seances in the White House. In this photo, we can see Lincoln's ghost appearing behind her. But more recently, Ronald Reagan's dog Rex would often sit outside of the Lincoln bedroom, barking non-stop and refusing to enter.
So there you have it, the ghosts of the White House. And what do you guys think? Are ghosts real?
Meh. Until good old Abe Lincoln himself comes to our front door, I'm still not gonna believe it.
Yeah.
Besides, we still don't know who stole your Crystal Pepsi.
Wait a second. My doorbell camera senses some movement. What? Let's see what it is.
Any chance you got a bookshelf we can put in front of that door?
There it is, guys. Another Halloween special in the books. Do me a favor and like this video, and if you're feeling really generous, subscribe as well. Now, on to my patrons on Patreon who keep this channel going, especially Mrs. Brown's First Grade, Maddie and James, Xavier Freeze, Bert, Kate, Ross, Lindy, and Pepper, Paisley, Hanalei, Whitney, and Brian, Catalina Ryan from Dublin, Ireland, Dominic McAvee, Nathan and Ava C., Charlie Stone, Jaspersaurus Rex, John Arthur, Evan Lee, Lucas Willette and family, Mika, Jordan and Maya, Ronan X and Raiden Z, Wesley C, Olin, Carter, Levi and Fletcher Crawford, Marley and Lennon Kimsey, Jordana and Aaron, Gavin Meidel, Sophie and Remy Keffer, Lily, Annabelle, Thomas and Everett, the Levinson family, Frederico and MJ, Max and Kaz, Sammy Osif, Emma and Lincoln Fancook, Zyla, Lava Liam, Ellie Moon and Noah Orion, Sam and Eddie from London, Julian, Jackson and Jacob, the Gowdy Bros and Mabsy, Gavin and Hayden Huggin, Victor B. from Canada, Elijah Robert, Erickson and Alexander L., Benjamin M., Riker Smith, Daniel Apatray, Max from South Hall, Connor Higgins, Ben and Ollie, Jack Hartzler, JJ Schmidt, Ronan, Toothless and Light Fury, Ada S., Max C., Harper Benson, Madison Hard, Callum G., Solomon Caldwell and Asa Caldwell, Alexander, Julian and David, Philip and Anna Buckley, Connor and Emma B., Sunshine Sparkle and the Pups, Christopher F., Connor LeCoque and family, Asher Evans, Zane and Asher Davis, Julian and Joseph Pierce, Creative Devin and Zach T., Luke Raposa, The Puffin Boys, Elias Mark Turner, Jaden, Danny and Beeks, Virginia and Harrison Way, Liam and Evelina, Edward, Mr. Fast, and Mr. Red, Miller Daniel and his mom Jennifer, Stephen McPhee, Mabel and Graham, Gavin and Ian Eshtay, Henry Pavelko, Oshie, Phoenix Cooley, Burning Wick, Lizzie, Dean, and Trevor, Jameson, Nolan and Lily, Jakey Jake, Jackson, Bear, Welch, Charles and Olivia, Chris the Megalodon, GC, Kuchan 115, Millie Fennel, and Rebecca Beanie. Do you want to get your name in a video too? Well, visit patreon.com/Mr. DeMaio. If you sign up, you can get your name in my next video, which is going to be pretty cool. Check the description box for a link. Thanks for watching, guys.